everybody, it's the Queen 98 here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to show you guys how to make the X's and O's bracelet. This was designed by @crazemama on Instagram. I will bring up her profile here in just a second, and her name will be in the description box below. So this is what the bracelet looks like. It's a pretty fun 5-pin bar wire design, 2 full lengths long. It is not the easiest bracelet to make, I will be completely honest. It's also very, very tight, but it does look really, really cool when it comes off the loom. So that's the other side for you guys to look at. So that is what the bracelet looks like, and I'll bring up @crazemama's profile here right now. So this is her profile here on Instagram @crazemama. You guys can scroll through her account, look at all of her amazing designs and amazing renditions. Give her some likes and give her a follow for me. That would be absolutely fantastic. And yes. So what you guys are going to need today is obviously some looms. This is again a 5-pin bar wide design, 2 full loom lengths long. You're also going to need a hook, a C-clip, and some bands. So gather your supplies and we will get started. Alright guys, so we are ready to now start placing our bands on the loom. So the first thing you're going to be placing is our border bands. In this rendition, it is the satin onyx here on the side. Today I'm going to be using penguin black. So the first thing we're going to be doing is placing one closure band on this very center peg right here. So just take one of your border bands and just place it right there. That will just help out with the closure when we are ready to take the bands, or after we finish looping, we are ready to take the bracelet off of the loom. So from there, we are just going to be placing a very simple border. So just go out to the sides, so out to the left twice, and then do the same thing on the right. So out to the right twice, and then just from there go straight up all the way to the top of the loom, just like that. Do that all the way up. Do the same thing on the right side, all the way up, and go ahead and finish that, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back and I finished placing my border bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the very end. So you guys are going to stop 4 pegs from the top, and then to finish it off, we will go diagonally twice on either side. And that is what it will look like. So the next band placement step we will be placing is where I have my glacier green here in this rendition. Today I'm going to be using ocean blue opaque. And what we're going to do, and you will need good quality stretchy bands for this, is we will be placing triangles. So what I like to do to make sure my bands don't twist is I like to place my ocean blue opaque bands in a single chain. So I'll just place a few up on the loom, and then I will take my hook and grab this outer edge that's going towards the center and pull it over, so it will form this triangle shape. So, oops. That's what I like to do. You guys can always just place it. I'll show you guys the other way. It's just to place a normal triangle. So just take your band and then just go over those 3 pegs. I just like to do the single chain method because it, again, doesn't make your bands twist. So that is what you're going to do all the way up to the top of the loom. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So like I said, I like to use the single chain method. So place a few bands on your loom, then grab your hook and just bring that outer edge towards the center. And you will do that all the way to the top of the loom. Alright guys, so I am back and I finished placing my triangle bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the end. All the way up. So the next step we're going to be doing is where I have my Sweetheart Pink dual layer bands right here. Today I'm going to be using Venus Solar bands, and what we're going to do is place even more triangles. So like I said earlier, just place triangles on the 2nd and the 5th pin bar. Once again, I'm going to be using my single chain method. So just place a few bands on the loom on either side. And then take your hook and just bring them over. And do that all the way up. Alright guys, so I'm back and I finished placing my Venus Solar triangles all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it'll look like at the end. just like that. And now we are going to be placing where I have my ocean blue jelly bands right here in the center. Today I'm going to be using navy blue jelly. And the first thing we're going to be doing is placing some diamonds. So take your band and just stretch it over these 4 pegs right here. Just like that. And then do that a couple more times, or you can do it all the way to the top of the loom. So I would go ahead and place those diamond shapes all the way to the top of the loom, but once you have all those diamonds placed, the next thing you're going to be doing is placing a single band straight across these 2 pegs. So these first, the second and the 5th pin bar. So just place it straight across. Just like that. So go ahead and place your diamond bands and then come back and place your cross bands and we'll be back. Hey everybody, so I am back. I finished placing my diamond bands and those straight across bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the end. Just like that. Now we are on to our final band placement step. So what this step is going to be is where I have that neon orange jelly here in the center. Today I'm going to be using burgundy. So all we're going to do is we're going to take a burgundy band and kind of make a triangle. So stretch it across these 2 pins right here and then stretch it up. So it makes a triangle like that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see it better. There we go. And do that the same thing on the other side. So stretch it across these 2 pins and then stretch it up. And you're going to do that all the way to the top of the loom. So go to this pin next, stretch it across these 2 pins and then stretch it up. And do the same thing on the other side, stretch it across those 2 pins and stretch it up. And one last time, once again, take one band, do the left side first, stretch it across these 2 pins and then stretch it up. Stretch across these 2 pins and stretch it up. So do that all the way to the top of the loom, and I'm going to finish it off camera and I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back and I have finished placing my burgundy bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the end. All the way up, and you're also going to want to place a cap band on that very center peg. And now we are ready to go ahead and turn the loom around. So gather your supplies, so you get your hook and your C-clip ready, and you'll be ready to start the looping process. Alright everybody, so I am back and I have got my hook and my C-clip ready, and we're ready to start the looping process. So the first thing we're going to be doing is working with our burgundy bands. So what we're going to do is go underneath that cap band on the very center peg and grab that first burgundy band and bring it just back to itself. And then do that on the right side as well. And you're going to do that all the way up. So again, go into this center peg now, grab that burgundy band and bring it back to itself. Grab the other burgundy band, bring it back to itself. Go to the next center pin, grab that burgundy band, bring it back to itself. And then grab the other burgundy band and bring it back to itself. And do that all the way up. Alright guys, so I am back and I finished looping out my burgundy bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the end. Just like that. So now we are ready to move on to where I have my navy blue jelly bands, and this is where the looping process gets tricky. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into this pin right here, so where our burgundy bands start. And we're going to grab the top edge of that diamond band, so this part right here, and we're going to just bring it down and put it over these center pegs. So where this center band is, oops, right here, we're going to put it on top of that. And then we're going to go underneath this cap band and do the same thing. So grab that band underneath that cap band and bring it up and over those center pegs as well. So that's what that should look like, and that's what we're going to be doing all the way up. So I'm going to show you guys a few more times so you guys can get the hang of it. I know the first time I made this bracelet I had a couple of problems doing it, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. So Again, go into this pin right here, grab that top edge of the diamond band and bring it. Let's see. Did my band break? Uh-oh. Oh, alright. Sorry guys, I thought I had broken my band, but it's right there. Okay. Lost track of it. Hold on guys, I'll fix it off camera. Alright, sorry about that guys, I just had to fix that band and get it back to its home peg. So like I was saying, you want to grab that top edge of that band, pull it forward over these two center pins. So this is why you need the good quality stretchy bands for this part. So just like that, and then go into this pin right here and grab the bottom of that diamond and bring it over those pins as well. So now this very bottom section will look something like this. I'll show you guys two more times. So again, go into this peg right here, grab the top edge of that diamond band and bring it over these two pegs. You can use your fingers if you need it. I always tend to use my fingers if it's super stretchy. So once you do that, go to the bottom peg and grab the bottom edge and bring it over those two pins as well. And one last time, so go into this pin next, grab that top edge, bring it over those two middle pins, and I lost my band again. There we go. Nope, nope. Grab the next one. There we go. Nope. Keep grabbing the wrong band. Yeah, I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of this. I'm sure you guys got the hang of it by now. If you didn't, please feel free to rewind the video and watch it again. I'm going to go off camera, finish my looping process, and I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. Alright everybody, so I am back and I finished looping up my navy blue bands all the way down to the end of the loom, and this is what it'll look like all the way down. So what I did at the very end, since we do have that diamond band here at the center, obviously it will be very loose. So what I did is I looped the bottom half of it first, and then I just grabbed the top half of it and brought it over these pegs. So that was a little bit different than you did the rest of the way down, but that's how I did it at the end. So yes. So the next step we're going to be doing, working with, will be our Venus solar triangles here in the center. This is very simple. All you're going to do is grab the top Venus solar band and bring it back to itself. So around these two pins, and then do the other side around these two pins, and that's what you're going to do all the way up. So I'll go do a couple more with you guys. So grab the next Venus solar band, bring it back to itself. Also make sure you're pushing your bands down as you go along. The next one, grab the next one, and grab the next one. And you're going to do that all the way down. Alright everybody, so I am back and I finished looping up my Venus solar triangles all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it looks like at the end. Just like that. And now we are going to be working with our blue triangles that we have here on the sides. So what we're going to be doing is doing pretty much the exact same thing as we just did, and going to loop our triangle bands just back to themselves. So go underneath that second pin bar, second pin, grab that triangle band, and bring it back to itself. And do that all the way up. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. My mom is vacuuming currently, so I apologize for the noise. So do that all the way up on the left side. And the same thing on the right side, so go underneath that fifth pin bar, second pin, grab that band and bring it back to itself. And do that all the way up. off camera and finish up and I'll be back. Alright everybody, so I am back and I finished looping up my triangle bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the end. Just like that, and now we are ready to work with our border bands. So all we're going to do is bring all of our border bands back to themselves. So very, very simple. So go underneath that cap band and grab that top border band and bring it back to itself, and you're going to do that all the way to the end of the loom. So out to either side twice and then straight up from there. So do that all the way up on that side, and then do the same thing on the right side. So out towards the right twice, and then straight up. So do that all the way to the top of the loom. We'll go off camera, finish that up, and I'll be back. Alright everybody, so I am back and I have finished looping my border bands all the way to the top of the loom, and this is what it will look like at the end. Just like that, and now you're ready to take our bracelet off of the loom. So what we're going to do is go into this very center pin right here, grab that closure band we placed when we started putting the bands on, and bring it up and around, just like that. And then put both ends of it on your hook. Next, grab your C-clip, S-clip, or any type of closure, and then just attach it to that band. So it should look something like that. Now you can remove your hook, and there we go. So now we're ready to officially take our bracelet off of the loom. So like I say in every tutorial, never rip it off from the top, always use your hook and start from the bottom. So what I like to do is just loosen some tension on either side. So just take some bands off of one pin bar on either side. And then you can go down the center and do it that way. You can also just do row by row, but that's just the way I prefer it. So I'm going to finish taking my bracelet off, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished product. Alright, so I am back and I finished taking my bracelet off of the loom, and this is what the final product looks like. I think it looks super cool. I didn't know too much about the color combination, especially the burgundy underneath all of this blue and pink going into the bracelet, but overall I think it does look good. The burgundy kind of adds kind of a pop of something that it needed, so I really do like how it came out. I also really like the name inspiration behind this bracelet. From what Crazy Mama has told me on Instagram, the name came from kind of the shape of the way the bands are looped here in the center, so it kind of looks like X's on one side, and on the other side you guys can kind of see it, it kind of looks like O's, so I think that was really, really cool. But overall, this is a fantastic design, and I hope you guys enjoy making this one as well. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be sure to have Crazy Mama's name in the description box below. If you guys would like to check her out on Instagram, give her a follow for me. That would be absolutely fantastic. I will also have my Instagram name linked down below if you guys would like to check me out on Instagram. I also just started a Twitter for this account, so I will have that linked down below as well. And if you guys would like to see me when I'm not looming, be sure to check out my other channel as well as my blog. Those are being linked down below, where I kind of talk about books. So if that's something you guys are interested in, be sure to check it out. It's linked down below, like I said. And other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another tutorial. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!